Good day, dear our fourth-year students, our graduates. Let's move to our next theme. Today's our theme is Unit 2, Whatever Makes You Happy, Lesson 2, the Happiness Quiz. As you know, we conduct our lesson from first edition New Headway Pre-Intermediate Level Students book by John and Lee Soares. And let's look at presentation and our theme is happiness quiz. Many people cherish the feeling of happiness. Maybe it means getting a good grade on a test one studied hard for, getting a new puppy, or maybe just hearing a favorite song on the radio. Happiness can mean different things to different people. One might ask, what the true definition of the happiness is if it can be different for everyone. Technically, happiness is a state of being happy, but happiness is what one makes of it. Happiness could be as simple or complex as one wants, and everyone determines the meaning of happiness differently. Let's move to definitions. Happiness is a state of a man which corresponds to the greatest internal satisfaction of his being conditions, completeness, consciousness of life, realization of human destination. And we have some questions for you. And do you agree with that money cannot buy happiness? It can take out a human from a poverty, and it's a big thing, it's an important thing in our life, of course. We can be with money, we can be provided with food, clothing, shelter, life's basics. Once you have basics in life, your journey towards happiness starts. It becomes easier to pursue your passion, and you should find always your passion. And what is all about happiness? For every minute you are angry, you lose 60 seconds of your happiness. True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or the fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient for that is so wants nothing. The greatest blessing of mankind are within us and within our reach. A wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be, without wishing for or what. And pay attention to this image. Is a little girl, and or it's a little animal. Happiness is like perfume you cannot pour on the others without getting a few drops on yourself. It means that you should always take care of yourself. 2 happiness traps. We postpone our happiness. I'll be happy when the house is paid off, when we go to Phuket, Bali or Hawaii, when I find a better job. We look back to the past and say, if I had known today was going to be so awful, I would have been happy yesterday. Happiness is not a when, happiness is a now. Do you agree with that? You can share with your opinions with us, you can send them to us. And as for me, I would answer to the question, what is happiness? Happiness is a very difficult category which everybody chooses for himself. We cannot describe these feelings. In my opinion, we can see it in people's eyes. The happiness glows from inside of our soul. For one person, happiness is health, for another is love or spirit. Some people think that happiness is only a short time for their life. As a rule, we work to achieve our goal for a long time, and if we are successful, we feel delight and joy. And that means and we feel happy ourselves. Sometimes we feel happiness when we see unbelievable scenery and beautiful buildings. For me, happiness is my life. I enjoy every moment. Of course, I have a career, I have a family, I have sons. I think that my family is my prior and primary happiness. In my opinion, every person can be happy because everyone has relatives, friends, opportunities which can realize in the future. Unfortunately, many people think that they are not happy because there are a lot of problems. We do not remember any good events, things for a long time. We remember bad times, and this is very typical for people. I believe that all people in the world are happy, but everyone should recall all actions in their life which brought happiness. And let's move to the exercise of your textbook, and whatever makes you happy. You can do the Mimi Rock and Grenadier rose flowers, and in the picture is shown a rose flowers, and rose flowers as a woman who feels every time herself happy. She doesn't think about bad things, about previous bad actions. She's a rock and roll woman, and she goes to the discos. She enjoys the music. She feels the music, and even though she is old enough, but she looks pretty good because she feels the happiness in her life. And she doesn't think about future too much. She enjoys now, current time, present time, and she says that she loves what she does. And here in the next picture we can see the super gem millionaire. Fraser Doherty is an extraordinary young millionaire. He has his own company, Super Gem, and he opened his own company. He opened his own company, and he began to earn money when he was young, and he was independent enough when he began to earn money, and he became a millionaire. How he became a millionaire? With creating his own super gems using a recipe of his grandmother. As he says, major supermarket sells his products, and his business was grown up, and one day he became a millionaire as the request for his gems were high. And we can see that he enjoys his life, and he does his lovely job. He earns enough money, and that's why he is happy. And let's move to present simple, present and present continuous tenses, as it is our grammar section of our today's theme. And I know that during the 4 years you have studied these themes, and when you were meticulous even, and just recall our knowledge. Present simple used to talk about habits and routines. For example, she usually works at home, they always walk to school, I never eat meat. Present continuous used to talk about something that is happening at the moment. Now I'm paying attention to the teacher, I'm talking to my classmate. And clues to identify present simple: the use of words such as often, always, never, usually, seldom, every, weekend, your day, Sunday. I always go to school, I clean my room every Sunday and weekend. Say that they are time adverbs of this tense. Clues to identify present continuous: the use of words such as at the moment, now, or right now. They are also time adverbs of this tense. For example, I'm studying English now. Affirmative, negative, and interrogative form of present continuous. Affirmative: I'm working. She, he, it's working. You, we, they are working. Negative: I'm not working. She, he, it's not working. You, we, they are not working. Interrogative question form, as we know, we put here to be before the pronoun. Am I working? Is she, he, it working? Are you, is they working? Questions using what am I doing? What are you, they, we doing? What is she, he, it doing? What are you doing? I'm watching TV. And there are stative verbs that we do not use them in continuous tenses. Rather, we use them in present simple tenses. Feelings like dislike, love, hate, prefer, want, need, mind, care, know, think, understand, believe, guess, mean, suppose, doubt, realize, remember, forget, agree, feel, hear, see, smell, sound, taste, touch, look, belong, own, have, cost, measure, weigh, owe, seem, be, appear, consist. And now let's do some exercises with you. Some verbs do not usually take the present continuous. Complete the sentence with the verb in the present simple in the correct form. As we have recalled our knowledge on stative verbs, we should correctly use the stative verbs here. For example, what time is it? I don't know. Sorry. We cannot say I'm not knowing. I'm thirsty. I drink. You should choose from the blank the suitable verb and put in suitable correct form of tense. And next, let's move to another exercise. Happy are you? And the last exercise of your textbook of your DSIM is given like a psychological test for you, and you can check whether you are happy or not. Your happiness depends on how you see yourself, what you want from life, and how well you get on it with other people. But you need to know yourself. What sort of person are you? What makes you happy? Do you know how to make yourself happier? If you can answer these questions, you can learn to change the way you think and behave. And you can actually be happier. It just needs to practice. And you should put from 1 to 5. 1 if very true, 2 mainly true, 3 about so, 4 not very true, and 5 not true at all. And there is a given sentences, a psychological test for you. For example, I have the things in life that I think are more important. I have a positive image of myself. I'm grateful for what I have and I appreciate it. I don't often feel jealous or envious of other people. You should mark from 1 to 5. Or I sleep well and wake up feeling ready for a new day. I keep fit and I take care of myself. I never feel stressed when I have a lot of things to do. I don't feel afraid or depressed. I have close friends and people I share interests with. I get lots of satisfaction from my work, study. My life makes difference to other people. I try to help other people. Just put from 1 to 5, and at the end you can totally score. For example, from 16 to 25, it means that you are extremely happy. From 29 to 40, you are happy enough. From 41 to 50 to about average, it means so. 50 to 64 not very happy, and 65 from 80 cheer up. Life can't be that bad. You should cheer up, be active, be optimist. Just life is not so difficult, not so bad. You should change your mind about life. And it was all about the happiness, and I hope that it was informative for you, and I hope that you will remember our tips, our advice on the happiness, on keeping get motivated, on keeping going on, and being optimistic, being active, being motivated. And see you to our next sessions as well. Goodbye. Thank you for your attention.